Tarot is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please use your own discernment. Please do like, share, comment, hit that notification bell not to miss the next episode. Please note timestamps are included for your convenience. Please do enjoy the next installment. I will see you on the other side of this. Well, hello my beautiful stars. I hope you are all doing very, very well. It is still the 22nd of July, 2026, New Zealand Standard Time. I do encourage you to go and watch the video before this one about the follow-up questions to the Highgrove meeting. And the title will be Highgrove Follow-Up Meeting. Okay? Do go and watch this, because then this reading will make sense. So I am just going to pause for a second so you guys can have a moment to go and watch that, and then I will see you on the other side of this. Okay, hopefully you've watched that video now, because if you watch them in reverse, it will not make sense. Okay, I'm clearing the energy completely off the table. It is now 11 a.m. in the morning. Now, stemming out of that reading and what came out of that reading about the Highgrove tea revisit, I want to know from the cards, did Harry and Meghan, and I've got a second deck here on the table because I use that as a clarification deck, and if I need to clarify something, I will clarify it. Did Harry and walking away, I haven't even asked the question yet. Did Harry and Meghan, there's the meeting. Cards are listening. I'm going to leave this card on the table because I wanted to come out. Sorry, give me a second. I have done something very bizarre with my deck of cards here. Let me just make sure everything is back in order. What happened there? I'm leaving that meeting on the table because now we're talking about the meeting. Did Harry and Meghan go to that meeting to go and discuss with the king divorce rumors, allegedly talking about divorce and trying to figure out where to move forward from? There's the meeting. There's the meeting. Did they go? There's the palace. They need to get permission. And I'm really going to shuffle these cards very, very well. Did they go and meet the king to talk to him about allegedly divorce and divorce settlement and getting out of the wedding and the marriage and everything else? Let's have a look. I'm not going to ask upright negative reversals. I'm just going to do a normal reading on this one. I'm just going to do a complete normal reading. Okay, these cards are ready, and I think you guys might have seen a Queen of Wands upright popping up somewhere along the line. I ignored that card because that tells me but she hasn't got anything she has to do with it, but she hasn't to do with it. That is the Queen Anne. Listen to me, Queen Anne. Princess Anne energy. Princess Anne energy. Let me leave that there. Let me leave that there. Let's see what the cards say. And let's do this. I'm going to do this. I did this the other day. I mean, I'm always surprised when I get the cards, but yeah, I just feel like just doing something different again. Let's have a look here. Calendar makers up. There's the King of Cups. They are working on it. Money, money, money. The Six of Swords upright, moving forward. The Devil in reverse. There's his reckless energy again. Harry's reckless energy. The reckless child. The no vision child. The child had no foresight, that didn't listen to any advice that he was given. There's the King of Cups. There's Charles. They went to go and see Charles. One, two, three, four, five. Sorry guys, here again. 7. 7. Every single time I talk about the divorce scenario, the alleged divorce scenario, there is the 7. Again. And they've been together for 7 years. The 7th month. But things started falling around about year 6. Month 6, they were starting to move across to Portugal. If you've seen some of my other readings, I would sometimes say this is Portugal, and we know that they were in Portugal, but this meeting was also to discuss the future of moving the children. And there's the devil in reverse. Undoing it. Getting rid of the devil. Because Harry was reckless. He had no foresight. And he's got nowhere to go. Look here, father and son sitting here. I know Harry is the hermit card, because that's his star sign. But this card in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, is so his archetype. But there we go. And this meeting was to discuss moving on. Let's continue. Let's continue here. The sun upright. Lovers in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. Harry wants to shine again. Harry wants to go home. He wants to get out. He wants his freedom. That's what's come to me. He wants his freedom. But there is a block. There is a wall. But there is hope. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a hope. There's a 4. There is hope. Look there how the 3 sunflowers are sitting together, and there's one on the outside with the red warning sign. Lovers in reverse. That says it all. And especially underneath the meeting in the 6. It says everything. 10 of Cups. It's a toxic marriage. It's toxic for everybody. It's causing upheaval in the family. There is no happiness. There is no joy. And that goes for their family, and it goes for the royal family. It is just absolutely toxic. And now you guys understand why I revisited this whole thing. Especially after doing that reading about has he got a new love interest. There's the legacy family. Tears and look here. You can't make this up. Harry wants to get back to the family. He wants to get back home. He wants to get back to the UK. But not with her. Not with her. At all. And then look at the Ace of Cups here in reverse. How the tears, how all the tears, how everything is falling out of that cup sits all on the side. The burdens, the heaviness, the the unhappiness, the recklessness, the out of controlness, and then look here, the M in reverse. What does the M tell us? Mirai. What's the next card? The Emperor. Steadfast. They spoke to him as a father, but they also needed to inform the king. Oh, the tangled web we weave. And it just shows you how energy change and energy shifts. As I said in the previous video, I trust the cards, and you guys trust me. So I am not doubting what the cards told me back then. But I think there was a block, a spiritual block, and everything set up on that whole thing. Because nothing was supposed to come out, but there's been little leaks here and there, and some of the stuff has been coming from the palace. Controlled bits and pieces. People in the know, not on the Sussex side, but people on the know on the Windsor side, is getting little droplets out. That's underlying. There's Camilla. Both players on the table here. There she's sitting next to her emperor. And she was a support, she was his strength, and she was very much emotionally in control. She was very emotionally in control, is what I'm meaning to say here. And that, if you've seen the previous reading, that is the Knight of Wands. That is the other witness in the room. Press secretary, the personal secretary, Lieutenant Colonel Johnny Thompson, equerry, somebody of note in the service of the king that was there. There is an offer. There was an offer made. There was an offer made, and there's the divorce card, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, looking towards the future. Excuse me. Four of Wands in reverse. There's no celebration. There's no more foundation. Especially when it sits next to the Queen of Swords upright, that tells me it is a divorce. The closing off. And here, I'll pull that last card. I'll show it to you guys now. I've just left it there. It's to discuss what they're going to pay her to get rid of her. And Harry's on his knees begging. And this card came up in the previous reading too. I think the Queen of Swords also came up in that previous reading. How much are we going to pay to get rid of her? Because we don't know what arrangements and stuff were made beforehand when they got married, that if they get divorced, what. I don't know. We don't know. We'll never know. But look here. It's to get them out of poverty. I'm reading this Five of Pentacles in reverse in two ways. It's so that the royal family in itself can get out of this. They want rid of this, and they want to just give her money, but it's going to cost them money so that she can just walk away and they can get away from the situation. I'm going to pull this deck of cards here. Look what's underlying here. The Hierophant. And I haven't even shuffled. I'm going to shuffle him. There's an agreement. There's an agreement to get rid of all the what? Look there. You can't make this up. It's so they can get out of it. That is just so uncanny. That just fell out. And I'm going to do that. I'm not going to... It just fell out. We're going to hear some news. Oh, we are starting to hear things. We've started hearing things, guys. We've started hearing things. Ace of Swords. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And this is also the celebration. That's the celebration. There's no celebration in a divorce. But we are being tricked. We are judgment. Go to beg for money. With judgment, begging for second chances. But yeah, no divorce is there. And there's the ending. There's the ending. With the death card. New beginnings. New beginnings. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. He's the unsuccessful businesswoman. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And they are stuck. They are hung. They still, the situation has not been resolved yet. There's a stalemate. There is still a stalemate. And there's the meeting again. There's the meeting again. And there's the unhappy family. But they're still trying to work out, they're trying to see how they can save money, security. They still conservation and scarcity, and they're controlling the situation. But things have come to a standstill. There's a block at the moment, but it's breaking of cycles. There's a resistance to change, and it's in a negative place. Yeah, they're walking away. Somebody is walking away. Harry. He wants his freedom. You see the cards. You see how they've come out? But no final decision has been made. Difficult decision still needs to be made. They're weighing up options. And they're in a little bit of a deadlock at the moment. I don't think Meghan got what she wanted. They're in a deadlock. They're a little bit of a deadlock at the moment. Head over heart. Truthful, honest, mental clarity and authority. William is putting his 10 cents in there. William is going to put... William is going to put his foot... Why did I put it down in reverse? There's two messages here. Sorry guys, there's two messages here. That's why inadvertently I put it down in reverse. Quiet power, inner truth, calculus, loss of emotional control, manipulation, and misuse of power. Oh. William is going to do something. William is going to do something to get justice. William is going to do something. And it's got something to do with the children. And he's going to make them a final offer. But they've got their eye on something else. This card came up in the previous reading as well. But justice is coming. And that, my friends, I'm ending the reading off with. And I'm going to summarize very quickly here. Yes, they went to go and meet the king to discuss potentially a divorce. They were talking about money and what the royal family will pay out. And I know you guys are all going to comment, no more money for her. She's got money offshore, blah, 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 blah. But as I said, I don't know what agreements were made and what was signed and whatever before they got married. There must have been some agreement, because I am sure that Charles would not have been that stupid and the Queen would not have been that stupid. But now she's become greedy, in my opinion. There's still an uphill battle. There's still an uphill battle. It's not done yet. But, yeah, I think she's become greedy. But I think William has going to pull a card out here. Because whatever they've done is indefensible. They can't defend it. They cannot defend. There's the Emperor again. They cannot defend what they've done to the crown. And they are just going to take a leap of faith. And they are just going to move forward. They're going to see, they're going to let her keep hanging. They're going to let her hang. Her lies. It's all her lies. Her lies, 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 lies. They're worried about lies that she's going to spread. But justice is coming. And there. Lovers in reverse. So it's a waiting game, guys. And my cards have always said wait for month 7 to start hearing some stuff. Wait for month 7 to start hearing some stuff. And you'll wait and see. Flipped out, Hierophant. They're in control. They're controlling it at the moment. And I think they are in control. But yeah, I think they're a little bit of a stalemate at the moment. And things are not going to be moving slightly forward because of her greed. There's the Emperor again. And the family money. And the Hierophant. They're worried about being backstabbed, but she's not going to be successful. They might be worried that she might be a little bit out of control. So I think what they're trying to do is see how they can minimize the stuff. Because an unsuccessful businesswoman can stab you very much in the back and she can go out of control. And they are thinking to see how they can actually control her. But there's I've literally picked it up. There's justice coming, and there's that card again. They are concerned. What's happened there? But they know everything is illusions. It's a mystery. But yeah, it's still an illusion. It's still mystery. It is still intuition. It's dreams. It is anxiety. They're suspicious of him. But they're getting some mental clarity. They're going to have some breakthroughs. There's some new ideas. There's going to be success. There's a sharp mind behind it. And a new there's something new coming. And we are definitely going to hear something. Creative opportunities, intense message, curiosity, possibility, surprise. New love. New love. There's a new love. That's why I just read the card out. That's why I read, look there. Here's the Hermit. He's soul searching. He's doing some introspection at the moment. He's seeking the truth. I think he's alone at the moment. He's seeking his independence. He's looking for some inner guidance. I think he's awishkaing with meditation. And things are working on his conscious at the moment. His conscious is caught up with him. And with that, I will say goodbye, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I wasn't too confusing, and I hope you haven't lost any confidence in the cards or my reading, but the energies have shifted. And if you just have a look here with this red here, there was definitely a red block. The red velvet curtain was over me. The red velvet curtain was definitely hanging about. And that's why we only got snippets out of that. But I think the veil has been lifted here, and we are going to start hearing things. But I'm not putting anything past her. I think we might also hear some spews coming out through the media, trying to tell us how happy they are and what a lovely family they are. But she's been very, very quiet. She's been very, very, very quiet. I think that might be another reading to figure out why she's so quiet. I'll speak to you guys soon.